Kern County has been here since 1893. Bakersfield has been here since 1874. And over the years, agriculture and oil have ran this town and county. Those white Ford trucks those farmers drive have impacted the world. In 2021, Kern County had a value of grapes that was close to $1.4 billion. But with government regulations, oil has declined. And now farmers in the valley are concerned about representation if Prop 50 passes. What is Prop 50? California's Governor Gavin Newsom is proposing a temporary change to congressional districts. This would give California 5 more Democratic seats. This is temporary until 2030, but will affect the 2026 midterms. The man you see there is Jeff Flores. He is on the Board of Supervisors for Kern County, 3rd District. Him and 3 other board members publicly stated and voted no on Prop 50, with just 1 voting yes.
Yes, every 10 years, the legislature and the commission across different states, every 10 years after the census, there's a redistricting process. So this one was not on the ballot in 2021, but our state did undergo a redistricting process. And so that's a good question. So why are we doing one mid-decade? And the governor and his allies decided to do one mid-decade, which is completely out of the ordinary, and it bucks the decennial process. And it's in response to, I believe, what the Texas legislature is doing in Texas, according to the governor.
My name is Jennifer Gilbraith-Wyrick. I am the social media manager for Bakersfield Republican Women Federated. Well, for me personally, I post about it on our Facebook and our socials, Instagram and Facebook, almost daily. In the next few weeks, I think we're building the momentum, we're getting the enthusiasm and the awareness out there.
You're not going to convince everybody, but when you got 65% on your side, you have a supermajority. And you know, the Democrats and the liberal media have spent years telling you, and even some Republican politicians have told you, shh, shut up. No one wants to hear your political views. No one agrees with you. You're the minority, you're the extremist. No one agrees. No. We are the new majority. We are the super majority on many of the issues. For example, Prop 36 in the last election, Make Crime Illegal Again initiative, controversial, oh my goodness, can't believe it, 68.7%, baby. That's what it got in the poll, in the vote. Voter ID, these are 70% issues. Repealing the gas tax. These are all 70% issues, and so don't believe it for a moment. They want to bully you and silence you because they want you to shut up, because they know if you start talking to your neighbor will also realize, wait a minute, it's not just me? That there's more people like me? Wait, other people actually agree? Holy cow. And guess what? The Democrats do not have a movement. Oh, they got a bowel movement. They do not have a real movement. This no kings crap that's going on today makes me chuckle. It's like the devil offering Bible study.
Until October 1st. This entire legislative year, we're under the Biden administration policies. The hospitals that shut down sits, the lying that they are doing right now is because their failures are materializing. And what we're asking of you today is, what are you going to do about it? I want the California that you had. This place changed my life. I was homeless less than 10 years ago. And I've lived the American dream, where I took care of my family and pulled them out of abject poverty. But we are going through the California nightmare. And that is because of the people in charge in Sacramento, which gives me hope. Because people can be changed. Policies can be changed. And it starts with all of you. We just got started. 9 months in. That's it. Thank you. I've got to get to the topic.
Well, to be honest with you, this is pretty much a ploy to just actually diminish some of the rural voices here in California. I sit on the elections committee, I sit on the appropriations committee, and I also voted on this on the floor. I'm the assemblyman for the 8th district. And just hearing the arguments, I asked a question to our Democrat leadership, why are you doing this? And they said, verbatim, this is a partisan gerrymander. And they are using Texas as an excuse because Texas has to redistrict because they lost the lawsuit back in 2021 under the Biden DOJ. And under the courts at that time, they have to redistrict. This is simply a weaponized emotion portion to fight against President Trump because that's all they did this entire year. And they're using the people here in California, again, to dismantle a foundation that we have, a gold standard, the Independent Citizens Redistricting Committee. The governor has always hated that committee. The legislature has always hated that committee, and they are weaponizing the emotion to finally get rid of it.
I'm going to every part of the state because this is a statewide campaign, and what we're trying to do is hold events within 30 to 40 minute drive of every major population center. Obviously, Kern County's got a lot of people, Bakersfield, important, and so we're here and we're going to continue to come back supporting our volunteers as they collect signatures and as they educate voters on no on Prop 50.
I'm here for both no on Prop 50 and to require an ID to vote. We're helping out around Kern County. As far as I'm concerned, California has been ruled by a supermajority of Democrats since 2010, every major public office and the state legislature. If Prop 50 passes, it's the final nail in the coffin for the most beautiful state in the union and great people. 40% of the people in California will be disenfranchised by this law.
So how can Kern County radiate their noise through the rest of the state and nationwide about Prop 50?
Well, Kern County is an agriculture and oil community, and I think that's really important when it comes especially to this this proposition because, you know, it's about redrawing the districts and we're going to lose seats.
Danny Andrews, owner of Dan Andrews Farms, Bakersfield, California. I've been here 30 years. 20 years I worked for my father, and the last 15 years I've been on my own. This is green cabbage we grow in the fall season. Then in the winter we switch to other crops, carrots, and in the spring we switch to melon. This field in particular is 75 acres. So the industry is leaning on voting no and keeping the districting as is. I'm a smaller fish in the big pond, so I don't think I'll be affected personally, but some of the larger operations could see some voting discrepancies going opposite their views if this passes. Reach out to the Farm Bureau. They're a great resource and advocate for us.
It's my opinion that it'll be negatively impacted by this if it passes, because once again you're diluting congressional seats that are pro-ag, that are pro-energy, pro-oil, and so if you remove 9 congressional districts that protect and defend those industries, if you eradicate them, that's not good for those economic sectors, and so you lose a voice, you lose balance. I think that those industries are best served by more than one party. And so, this is one of the biggest initiatives, I think, in the history of the state that's fundamentally going to change how we do congressional lines. It's going to affect future representation moving forward. This is critically important because who we elect ultimately shapes the policies that are enacted in California that affect everyday Californians.
Republicans need to realize that this is a game changer, and not just for this election, but for elections going all the way into 2030. People think, oh, California is never going to be the same. Well, it is definitely going to never, ever be the same if this passes.
Rural districts are going to be carved up, gerrymandered, and pulled into urban areas. Read up on the initiative, study your ballot, research the issue, go to the websites for and against.
This is why it is important for you to vote no on Proposition 50. And I hate to get political here, but this is not political. This is more about democracy, because we are celebrating democracy.